Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Command World War II, World at War, where I'm once again back with another episode on the Axis side. Let's start with declaring war on Mongolia, since the Japanese have forces to spare now that they don't have to focus on Russia anymore, since they're unofficially beaten, but you know, they're no longer a threat. Let's just keep it at that. Let's go to diplomacy. And let's declare war on Mongolia. There we are. And that means that I'm getting in there. I would be surprised if they had more than a garrison. So I think I can go in there with relatively meager forces. I can operate at least these, and operating over down here is still fine. Yeah. I mean, the railway is destroyed there, so I can't send them down further south. Just gonna do it like this. We'll get there. Okay, so I could technically start shelling out here, but that's not really what I'm looking for. As I was saying before, I need to get those guys out in order to get them to transport anywhere else, but there is no rail there. And that does make things a bit tricky. Out here, I shouldn't have done that. I needed to attach some of these. And doing that this way definitely doesn't help, because now they'll be in poor supply. Okay, let's switch these two up. Do another assault. I mean, it still cost them a lot to repair, so I still think that's a pretty good deal. This isn't a very good deal, though. I mean, I have enough units to deal with them, but there we go. Oh, that ain't looking too well. Need to remember to get these up as well. Okay, let's attack first. See if bombing afterwards helps a little bit more. It helped a bit. Okay, these guys are a bit closer. Yeah, and these guys are an excellent supply, so they're going to take a little bit more in order to take down. But yeah, it's a shame I can't reach that, though. Right. Well, that's Japanese forces for you. I'll have to rearrange this on the next turn as well. But I think for now that's actually pretty decent. Let's see if we can find that submarine around here somewhere. So 1-strength submarine. So they're most likely already back in a port just to repair. Well, I'm also busy getting my Navy up to strength. and getting them basically as strong as possible. I'll just leave that anti-submarine warfare for now. Oh. Okay, so send you up here. These guys will go here. These guys will move in there. And then they're pretty much set. Yeah, still need to repair pretty much my entire navy, except these two. And yeah, these guys actually need to repair as well. I'm gonna look to destroy this, of course. Let's actually seek to expand our bridgehead towards Dali waters, so for whatever good that will do me. Meanwhile, let's actually stay behind the... I'm at 9, but I can't reinforce. Bit odd. Well, there's not a whole lot I can do though, so... How are these doing on supply? Very poor. Well, at the very least, I can land them here. I might get some decent supply from those locations. For now, let's just land you here. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually need to get that second HQ, which I will upgrade first. Also, all the way down. Okay, so they will always try to destroy those regions. Let's get you into a transport 2. And all the way down there. Okay, that deals with all the Japanese forces. At least so far. I think we're good. Yeah, pretty much. We still cannot deal with that, but we're working on it. Fair enough. Alright, let's start dealing with this here. Come on. I need to destroy this. Yes, okay, perfect, perfect. Because that means, even though they're weak, that I can get some better supplies out there. Eventually. Moving's still gonna be slow, but it means we'll get there. Because this will give me supplies. Very good. Okay, let's take that. Make sure that this port is ours. Not that that really matters too much. Start moving up here too. I can still upgrade this. I can try to hunt some of those light cruisers, which surprisingly are still in full supply. Okay, did already take care of those. Italians already taken care of, at least down there. Alright, let's try to deal with Russia. So I'm sure we should be able to get them to Astrakhan, which means I can operate these units down here. Now I should be able to also operate to Uralsk, yes. That means I'm actually going to bring these guys closer to Kuibyshev and get a unit in here. We need a unit at Saratov. So I'm also going to get these tactical bombers down here in Alexandria in order to try and take down the Cyprus garrison. Well, you got to do something with your MPPs, and I'm spending it. And that means that I need a garrison at Saratov. You guys will be operated as well to start... well, where actually? Now that I have some Italian guys down here, well, I could send them into Tirana to make sure that it doesn't surrender immediately. Not really the greatest thing you could do, but okay. Let's operate these up north and get these into the city. So I'll get another garrison in there on the next turn. That's all fine. Sure, I'll try to get this rail line. Why not? Okay, so all of these, yeah, they are connected to it. And because of the snow, once again, I'm being delayed here. Well, let's send them out there. Now we'll get these guys in Africa. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we're not really at an advantage, but it's not going that bad anyhow. Okay, well, the entrenchments need to be lowered again if I'm looking to deal any damage at all. And... no, I guess it's not in the cards then. I guess and the game already considers it to be winter, at least in these areas. Nobody gets to move there, huh? All right. Yeah, there's just Not too much I can do here. Except wait until things get better. Would have expected to be able to operate most of these, but that's not the case. Let's make sure, at least, I get to spend on my navy as well. Right, I should be able to transport these guys out relatively soon, I think. But it just seems like the weather is still too poor. Sure. I can still give them elite reinforcements. Why not? That might come in handy someday. The big problem here is that I have no clue what to do with these guys, actually. Since, you know, we're done in Russia and I need to defeat the enemy's navy before I can even begin thinking about any landing in the UK anyhow. Okay, so let's get you in here, and you in Nantes. Two on one is the best I can do for now, so I can't really do anything else. Besides that, pretty much all of the garrison demands have been met. And yeah, great. Let's upgrade the tanks too. There we go. And then we can send them out on the next turn wherever I feel like. Right, so that takes care of Russia once again. Taking care of this. Italians have no more MPP left. Same for the Japanese. So our navy is also pretty much stuck. Big problem for the Germans is that I need to go down in there. And I'm not feeling confident enough, especially because I don't know what's out there, in order to get back in here. And I believe that's probably going to be a naval engagement. I'm gonna send the subs out, but the rest of these units... Okay, let's send you in here. And I'm just gonna pull back for a bit here and have my weakened units up against the wall. I'll try to block this region with my two battleships, so if they are able to see anything in there, they'll be in... well, they will run into my battleships probably. And I forgot that I need a unit in Paris itself. Let's operate you in Paris, into Paris, otherwise I will get into trouble. And let's see, that is all done. That's all done. Let's move to submarine. Taking care of the Africa Corps. Japanese forces out there. Down here too. Starting to get my foothold. And that's all taken care of as well. Alright. Let's see then. Yeah, let's end it. Wow, they're all at zero supply then. Asian leaders gather in Tokyo to celebrate the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere. Okay. Well, we're not quite there just yet, but it's going into the right direction. Let's just keep it at that. Because once we've ousted the enemy from India, we can start focusing fully on Australia and then the United States. And we're close, but not there yet. I would really like to take the alternative capital, if I can. Because then all I need to do is take Kuybyshev and then the Russians are done. That would be excellent, but it might be tricky to achieve. Surprised they went for a repair out there, but well, we'll see what they're up to. With a little bit of luck, there will be no naval engagement during this turn, which is what I would really like. Wow, their airplane didn't take any damage from interception. So they must have level 4 or level 5 too, because I don't think it's possible otherwise. I mean, I do have interceptors just right there, but you know, AI, just do whatever you feel like. They're getting pretty far out too. American bombers. Okay. Interesting. Giving up their fortifications in order to deal a little bit more damage against the Italians. It's not the worst. These guys must be pretty bad supply too, though. Just depends on how many new units the Soviets have and where they might potentially deploy those. There's an opportunity here. An opportunity. Slight one. Oh, hello. Okay, well. Also have a garrison, huh? Maybe if I did some landings at Sirte, then I can cut them off. I think again it's worth a shot. Okay, they deployed another corps. Like I said before, they're only getting well, they're getting less than okay. They're getting less than 200 MPP now. So they can't really do a whole lot more except getting that core, I suppose. Right. Let's at the very least deploy our garrison forces. Out here, fighters as well. Okay, let's see what they have in Mongolia. Ah, they actually have a core. Well, seems like they're going to be a challenge after all. Albeit a slight one. Sure, let's move back. Maybe I can take the city. Why not? And let's move out there too. Again, I don't think those forces will go and move. Then that's just one thing that I really wanna do here. Well, I guess a couple. But first of all, let's take that back. Go into the next mine. Because if I can actually take Kuibyshev, come on. Well, down to 3. All right. So this. Yep. Let's take it. And I'm not even gonna risk not being able to take them down. You know, if I have to stay at Perm, I will. So yeah, the Soviets will actually surrender on the next turn. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when they do. Of course, I used a German unit and not an Italian unit. It would be quite hilarious to give the Soviet Union to Italy, but yeah, well, you could, I guess. Alright, there are 3 supply. I will move you forward. Okay, it's important, or most important, that they actually get to move onto that hex. Apparently, I can upgrade it, which is probably better to do for now than reinforcing, because if I can make sure that they repair back to 10 on the next turn, that would be marvelous. Okay, it's actually pretty well taken care of for the most of it for now, the supply in India. Indeed, those guys definitely needed to go. Yeah, I can't attack there. But I'm well on the way to pushing back the enemy. Let's just keep it at that. And we're very well on our way in getting into India proper. I'm very close to Calcutta right now. This Delhi Corps is still in my way. I mean, I'm pretty much just overrunning them. They have very little to stop me there. So I think that's working out just fine. I'm gonna save my MPP for the ships first. Yeah, you... Just upgrading this point takes too long, whereas most of my fleet is already ready. I need to make sure that I'm actually ready on the next turn. So, first of all, you're already pretty well upgraded. Although both fighters and long-range aircraft level 3, like doing 2 upgrades is quite great. So I'm gonna have to wait at least for one more turn. And that means that I can do a few other upgrades as well. Yeah, on the next turn I'll do the final upgrades to my navy, and then I'll be ready to start the battle down here. That will come next turn, but I really needed to make sure that these guys were 100% up to it. Okay, like I said before as well, sending these guys out to start or to help out in Australia. Why McArthur decided... Okay, this is a gamble. Okay, I can move in here. Great. Because I know there's a unit out there, and it might be that they went from Darwin over to Dili. Please don't retreat, please don't retreat. Perfect. I'm gonna make a defensive stance here in the north. Seems like they've plenty of units so far, and I need to wait for the reinforcements anyhow, but my armies are getting there. You know, it just takes a bit of time before we can actually get them all out. Have everything upgraded and ready to go. We still don't get enough MPP for or trying to do everything that I want, but it's already starting to you know, be sufficient for operational purposes. Okay, let's get you out there. These destroyers will stay in port for now. They can't really go submarine hunting because of that huge fleet. Okay, so we've again taken care of business pretty much everywhere. Have some leftover MPP to spend as well, which is also great. Let's get these guys closer to supply. I can't actually bomb this turn because they're in rain. Yeah. But maybe we've actually captured McArthur. And Eisenhower? I thought that was McArthur before. Okay, well, that's a bit odd. Either way, I want to thank you for watching for now. Do hope you enjoyed this part. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I will once again see you in the next one. So take care, and I will see you all in the next episode.